All right, welcome to the end. It's the birds. I'm going to make several small podcasts covering a few birds at a time. On your list, we'll just go with the list that you have. Be aware that the pictures you see will not necessarily be the pictures you are tested on. The songs will be exactly, but I may switch up the pictures. We're going to go through with the more common songbirds first. And then we'll get into some other more perhaps exotic, or not exotic, but trickier birds that we will see hopefully when we go on our trip. All right, so the first bird that we're going to do is the robin, the American robin. Everybody knows it, rusty red breast, a grayish brownish back. The only real difference between this bird, the males and the females rather, is that the male, as you look here, has probably got a bit of a darker head than the female, but otherwise they look the same. This is what they sound like. You're listening for a really sing-songy, chirpy sound, a really sing-songy, chirpy sound. Okay, that cheerily, cheery up, that's what you want to listen for. They also give a whinny. It's a characteristic sound that they make, a kind of a call. That's the whinny. Excuse me, not part of the song. All right, so that's the American robin. Next, northern cardinal. If you can't get this bird, move out of Virginia. It's the state bird. Red bird, the male is vibrant red, orange beak, black mask. Female, more muted, more auburny, orangey, rusty color, but still very pretty. Their song is something like this.
Northern cardinal.
Now, it's a purdy. I want you to be wary of that two-syllable key in, though, because there are other birds that make a two-syllable song, and you could confuse them. I would listen for something that comes in a little bit. That's pretty unique. That this is white. Nothing else is going to do white. That's what you can listen for. That'll be very, very helpful. And the laser gun. Nothing else does that. Pew, 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 pew. So the laser gun is also helpful. It's a really high, clear, kind of piercing whistle. And then that's a really high metallic chip note that sometimes that's all you hear, especially in the off season when they're not singing and actively courting. All right, my personal favorite, the Carolina chickadee, cute little bird. You can't miss him. He's got the black cap, the black chin, the white cheek. Black cap, black chin, white cheek. Gray back, little guy, feisty, very active at bird feeders. I'm sure you've seen them. Carolina chickadee. Their song is a Phoebe, Phoebe, and then they have a call note where they say their name. Chickadee, dee, 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 dee. Okay, and that's misspelled. It should have two D's on the end. Here is the Carolina chickadee. Phoebe, 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 Phoebe. It's a very flat monotone, okay? There are other rhythms And that's the chickadee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Kind of a little scolding call. All right, the next bird on our list is the tufted titmouse. It is a relative of the chickadee. You see the gray and the white, but this is like has a little tuft on the top. It may be a tiny bit bigger than the chickadee, but the tufted titmouse says, Peter, 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 Peter. Peter, 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 Peter. So let's see if we can listen to that. Peter. I want to go back. Hold on. That's what you need to key on, is that two-syllable Peter, 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 Peter. And don't confuse that Peter, Peter, Peter with the purdy, purdy, purdy of the cardinal. They do have a different tone. The titmouse is just more flat. The cardinal is a more piercing whistle. So that's what we want to listen for. The titmouse does also do a whistles like that and makes sound like that. That peep peep is also typical, and that. So these are all things that can help you in the field. For the test, I'd key in on Peter, 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 Peter. All right, the Carolina wren is a little brown bird. There's lots of little brown birds out there, but he is a very deep, rich brown as opposed to a streaky kind of gray brown that we'll see in some of the sparrows. His identifying features that separate him out from other little brown sparrowy birds are his white eyebrow, distinct white eyebrow, this needly sharp bill. He's an insect eater. He will come to feeders if he's desperate, if you have suet, but he generally doesn't eat seed. He's an insect eater. And this little short tail that is very perky. He is a very aggressive little guy to be so small, and he's the loudest guy in the woods. His song is this. There's several rhythms. The traditional phrasing to describe it is tea kettle, tea kettle, tea kettle, tea kettle. We'll listen for that, though there are certainly other phrases that he says.
Carolina wren.
Did you hear it? That's the key. That diddle-dee, 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 diddle-dee. That's that tea kettle, tea kettle, tea kettle, tea kettle phrasing. I'm going to play that little snippet one more time, if it'll let me. There we go. That's it. Classic. And this is very typical wren sound. If I imagine like you're running your teeth along a comb, brrr, that's a very typical sound, like that. Okay? All right, that's the wren. That's 5 birds. I think we will let that go for now, and we'll do 5 at a time. So we'll end up with quite a few little podcasts here, but that'll keep it short and sweet, and you won't get quite so bored. So those are the first 5. Thanks for watching. I will catch you later.